Okay, so g'day. And in today's video, we're talking about pretty much uncirculated. So there seems to be a confusion in the coin collecting, also banknote collecting community about what uncirculated does mean in this field. So there's two terms for uncirculated. Like every field, you have words that you have taken and you've put it in here to represent something similar, but it applies only to that field, or you've just totally changed the meaning in the first place. So, uncirculated for banknotes and coins is a bit different than uncirculated, that's the general meaning. So, people tend to think that uncirculated means something that hasn't been touched by people's hands. So, oops. So if I got a banknote that's not damaged like that, and I touch it, people would say, "Oh, that's been circulated," because people have actually been touched it with your hands. The same with coins. So you take coins out, just say this came from the actual mint, like in a coin bag like this. Then I put them out in my hands. Whoops. People would say, okay, let's have a look at these coins. Yeah, people would say, yeah, they're being circulated. If you want to know what these coins are, they're Lydian coins, Tunisian coins. So that's another reason, a way people get confused with uncirculated. So we'll just have a look at some examples, and I won't put my face on any longer, because I'm a little bit scruffy, but then again, I don't really care what people think. So we do have different variations depending on who you look at. So in here, uncirculated means a grade that will no visible signs of wear or handling, even under 30 times magnification. Bag marks may be present. So that's in the Kraus World Catalogue. But if we look at this is the Renix Catalogue, we see, okay, in this grade should be no signs of wear or scratches. So bag damages would actually lower the grade under this classification, and any evidence of circulation. So there should be no damage on the actual coin itself. Okay, traces of wear on high points of design. So that's just slight wear. So that's what we get. And a choice uncirculated should have no damage at all. Anything, not even handling. So that's the differences in the two definitions. So in Australia, we use the one that Kraus uses. This one's more like a US type version, which they grade their coins a bit differently than Australia. So if we see even the definitions, yeah, the US actually uses a bit definitions, and the US is important because under that, so you got MS, see, almost uncirculated in the United States is extremely fine. So almost uncirculated, MS will be the uncirculated grades. So that's what you also need to take into account. And then there is this guide to half pennies. So if you collect UK coins, I recommend that you get this. You can buy it on eBay. I'm not too sure if you've got an affiliate. No, I don't have it. But this one says that problems such as toning, scratches, nicks, blemishes, verdigris, they must have no sign of wear. So what we can say is that grading, so Australia does follow the United Kingdom, but obviously there's a difference between Australia and the United Kingdom and the United States. So basically, if you have coins in this bag, they are classed as uncirculated, even if they have damage from them, bumping into each other. Those scratches from a minting process or anything like that. So these will always be classed as an uncirculated coin. So I did not believe that in the past, but obviously that's just the way the consensus is. So these are uncirculated coins, even though they haven't been handled. They are uncirculated, as well as coins in these packages. These are also uncirculated coins. So if I take these out, would they be classed as circulated? Well, basically, no, not really, because if you've got a coin that has no damage, no nothing, whatever, no wear, so we take this, what's this one's, I think it's a half dinner of, is that half dinner? This is a quarter, I can't remember. Okay, here's the half dinner. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I can see some scratches on it, but I don't see any sign of wear on that coin. It had mint luster. You can see it's shiny in the background, so it's shining back at me. That's the actual phone. So this one would be classed as probably uncirculated, almost uncirculated, even though I'm actually touching it. So if there's no evidence of damage on the coin, no wear, or maybe just slight evidence of damage, as that. Okay, so consensus is you can have some scratches, some damage from being in a mint bag and being damaged that way, but it hasn't been heavily circulated. So that's an uncirculated coin, and gem uncirculated would be one without any damage at all. Almost uncirculated, we have slight indications of wear on the actual coin. So yeah, like this coin here. So this is also, this is probably a lower grade, probably VF, very fine. And another thing is these grades generally don't apply to these type of coins, or these are graded, or they should be graded in a different way because of the different minting style. So these are hammered coins. I know this one's milled, so this one can be graded in that way. So this is the current Indonesia, but back then Netherlands Indies, 1838. As you can see, it looks like it's a weak strike, so that's just the technology at the time, and it's a 1 cent. This one's a Zurich, so a Switzerland, free Halle, and these ones come in different varieties, and also the quality of minting is varied as well. So it's a bit hard to grade these in the current style because some newly minted coins will look a lot different. And here we have this one's also a pressed coin. This is a Savoy 20 soldi. And so this one is dated 1895. So this one can also be graded in the modern minting style. But generally Roman coins, they have a different type of grading system, which maybe I'll do a video on later on after I've learnt it. So this one's probably fine condition. Probably between fine and very fine. Can't see his eye. Someone poked his eyes out. So basically, with uncirculated, we have different grades. So this one will be choice or beautiful uncirculated, because it shouldn't have much damage. If it has lots of scratches on the coin, which I think this one might have, then it would be just an uncirculated. Then we have these ones. So these are uncirculated unless they show signs of them having heavy damage on the coin and somewhere. So if these ones are rubbing together and they're being worn away, then they will be classed as lower grade than uncirculated. So just because they're in the bag doesn't mean that they're uncirculated, and just because they're out of the bag doesn't mean they're uncirculated. So this one, not that one, where's the other? The half dinner. So this one, even though it's out of the bag, it's probably classed as uncirculated because it doesn't show much damage at all, no wear on it, has mint luster. So this is also subjective to the way people actually think about and what they learn in their coin collecting journey, as well as the country they come from. But there should be a consensus all around the world about the actual total quality of the actual coin or banknote. And this one here is from, is it Kyrgyzstan? Just because I had it like this, because the paper is not damaged at all, and it doesn't show sign of print marks yet. This will be classed as uncirculated as well, even though I'm holding it. So there's no damage, it's uncirculated. Anyway, I hope this helped you with your coin collecting journey. And if this is not clear, then I will make another video, probably about 5 minutes, to just make it so simple. Thank you and goodbye.